What are these bare spots missing granules on a new roof? Wow, let's take a look at them. Been up here a few times clearing our carpenter bees. First time seeing these. Roof is a little over 1 year old. What am I looking at? These are in a few other places, but there are two spots with a third looking like it's forming at the top of this picture. Okay. This is a couple possibilities. One, that looks like hail damage, possibly. Although that's an odd, unless the hail was coming in at an angle, then it could have done that. But that definitely looks like a hail smack. And, well, let's go to the picture. So there's that. See, when you look closer at it, I'm not 100% sure that that's hail. But, there we go. And that one looks too angular to be hail. So, it might not be hail damage. Could be a defect. Or sometimes in the bundles, the shingles get... basically glue together and you pull them apart, and this can happen. And shingles like that should be discarded immediately. But, okay, now I don't know where the ones that you say you have on the other portions of the roof, but these, here's the good news, is that shingle, you can see the edge of these shingles here. They did what's called a California cut valley here, or a California valley. So that's a bleeder shingle. And generally speaking, those shingles, they're not that critical. They're mostly a guideline, and they cover a little bit of the valley. But so my point is, if they're just in that bleeder shingle, I wouldn't worry about it too much. But even if they're not hail strikes, here's why these are important. If they are in, let's say they were in the body of another shingle, and you'd want to maybe just get them repaired at some point. And the reason being is this. The way shingles are constructed, they take a fiberglass mat, saturate it with asphalt, layer another piece of fiberglass mat on it, and saturate that with asphalt. And they keep layering these together, okay? Now, the oils that are in the asphalt are what actually keep the water out of your home. Now, commonly, people think that the granules, all this stuff, is there to make the roof look pretty. And it usually does. This is what gives your house, the shingles, their color and their pattern variations. And it does serve that purpose. Okay, so when we look at a shingle, you have the fiberglass mat. Like I said, that gives it its strength and its shape, okay? Then the asphalt, again, is like I said, the oils in the asphalt are what keep the water out, okay? Water and oil don't mix. Then, in order to kind of protect it and give it some strength and a little bit of armor against any kind of mild impacts and abrasions, you have the granules, which also give it color. But their most important function is UV protection. So when there's an impact that hits this like hail does and busts it away and then exposes the asphalt underneath, what's going to start happening is, and this is not overnight, and it takes a couple of years, so don't think that tomorrow the world's going to end, okay? But what's going to happen is, now you've removed this, the sun starts to hit that part of the asphalt, and then it exposes the fiberglass eventually, and it begins to dry out, exposing more fiberglass, and then that just gets bigger over time. And the sun will work its way right through, just like a laser, a slow laser. But that's what happens. I know it's kind of a silly analogy saying a laser, but that's the idea. So if you only have a few of those spots and they're not limited to those bleeder shingles and they're in other parts of the roof, I recommend that you either get someone to repair the shingles, replace the shingles, or possibly, if they can get the loose granules. Some states, the supply yards will carry the loose granules, and what you can do is put a little bit of a tar or some kind of flashing cement. They sometimes have a special, we don't have it around here, so I'm talking kind of from inexperience, but some kind of liquid asphalt that you can put on there, and then put the granules on there to protect that. And that might be the simplest way if that's available in your area. So it's not a super serious problem, but eventually it could be. And if it was hail, it might be worth calling your insurance company. Depending on who your insurance company is. I know State Farm considers a phone call the same as a claim. So I wouldn't call them. Best thing to do is maybe find a local roofer that you think you can trust to come out and just do a free inspection. Get somebody with experience that can actually get some eyeballs right on your roof and take a look at it. Hope that helps. Happy roofing. And if you find this helpful or entertaining at all, please like and subscribe. And don't forget, if the home is only about a year old and it's not just a replaced roof, you should be able to call back the installer or the home builder to come take a look at that and see what's going on. Now, a lot of builders don't have a good reputation for coming back and looking at things, but you might be the lucky one. So I would also recommend you investigate that possibility as well.